As the Hajj season approaches, Muslims from around the globe join local pilgrims from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and head for Makkah al-Mukarramah by every means of transportation available. Armed with total devotion to their faith, they often unknowingly also carry with them ailments and contagious pathogens.
The fact is that there's some 2 million people coming from all corners of the world.
Caspar Winterhalter is a professor emeritus of biochemistry at the world-renowned Swiss Federal Institute of Technology in Zurich.
People in different countries cough different microorganisms. So there we have the entire zoo of infectious microorganisms.
Hajj rituals are performed en masse, and this congregation of millions of individuals in relatively restricted areas promotes the spread of pathogens among the pilgrims.
Every 100 people die from respiratory disease, and this is not counting the ones that fly home and then die wherever they came from.
In the pilgrims' encampments and other crowded areas and during prayer times, microbes and other contagious pathogens spread and travel through air conditioning systems, on prayer mats and in humid, narrow spaces, contaminating worshippers by the thousands.
They go into tents, and in the desert, those tents are very hot. So you have to cool them down, and that's done with desert coolers. Now, of course, the air that goes in is air that contains the cough particles of numerous people. Who knows whether they will develop and grow and multiply.
Pilgrims who become infected may not be able to perform their life's dream, the Hajj rite.
It is important to protect these people who live out their religious beliefs and do the Hajj in Mecca. So I think it is an important place of high infection rate. And therefore I believe it's a good thing if we clean up the air during the Hajj.
SBG introduces ASKAIR's ADP, the Air Decohesion Processor, a simple air cleaning system that functions like an ordinary home microwave. The ADP generates an electromagnetic field that heats molecules of dangerous organisms to temperatures of up to 10,000 degrees centigrade.
And what it can do is rather amazing.
Edmund Fischer is a Swiss-American biochemist. In 1992, he won the Nobel Prize in Medicine for his work on proteins.
I still don't know its capacity, and I would be very interested to know everything it can do.
The ASKAIR ADP system has been documented by many scientific laboratories around the world to be the safest and most efficient air cleansing method to date. It has proven effective in stopping the spread of dangerous pathogens, including Bacillus anthracis, better known as anthrax. As director of the National Anthrax Laboratory in Switzerland, Herbert Heckler is one of the world's leading experts on anthrax.
They are so resistant that they can even be put into bombs and be exploded and survive that and still be infectious.
Yet, despite the incredibly resistant nature of anthrax, Heckler's tests were astonishing. The results were near perfect.
Through one passage through the ADP, you will have 90 to 95% of destruction. If you have it in a closed area, you can have it running and running and running. And if the outside that might be contaminated with anthrax is coming in, then the machine will eat almost all anthrax spores after a while.
Further protection for pilgrims could be achieved by adopting and installing the ASKAIR ADP system in air cooling machinery and circulation ducts fitted in all the holy places, including the Holy Haram, the Mina encampments, the Jamarat Bridge, tunnels and paths. We hope, inshallah, that this would make the fulfillment of every Muslim's most sacred rituals a purer and safer experience.
And it doesn't make any difference which virus, depending on the way it works. It's not specific against one virus. It will destroy all of them if it destroys one.
Organisms as resistant as anthrax can be significantly reduced. So any kind of pathogen that is airborne, I imagine, could be removed.
The hope is, and actually it's also my belief, that we will have far fewer deaths among the pilgrims.